and that will determine what I end with. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh gosh. Alright, let's try that again. Timer's gonna be a little bit off, that's fine. So this is a Super Metroid item randomizer. There's a couple of different versions out. This is the most current one that's actually... there is a item randomizer tournament in the works. Sign-ups are still open. That will be taking place right after SGDQ ends. So if you're at all interested in joining that, feel free to get in on that for sure. But the interesting thing about this item randomizer is that all of the major items, so items like all of the beams, the suit upgrades, things like speed booster, space jump, all of those really awesome items are all randomized solely within the major item pool and E-Tank and reserve item pool. Or item locations, I should say. So as you can see, Screw Attack here is my very first item. And there have been a couple of other changes, too, to make things a little bit more interesting. Now, this door here, it used to be red. It is now blue, so you can enter it. And this also, going through this door also triggers the Zebes, the Zebes Awake state, room state. That's what I'm trying to, the word I'm trying to look for. Do a fancy little D boost to get this. Normally that's an energy tank as well. But we do a fancy little damage boost there to get that item. And getting a speed booster early is very common in these item randomizers. There's only a couple of different starting items that you can actually get in these locations. Mainly Screw Attack, Speed Booster, and Morph Ball are the only ones that really allow you to continue to progress to other major item locations. Yeah, that's the end of my statement. The normal amount of missiles, super missiles, and power bombs are randomized as well. They're all going to be in their normal locations, like I said. Oh gosh. I almost soft-locked myself. There we go. Did a fancy little trick called the Hondeezy Shuffle there, where you're actually able to, in the middle of a turnaround, you press and release the angle button, and it, as you turn 2 pixels. But that pressing and releasing of the angle button actually cancels your turn and makes you face back left, so you move, but you keep the distance that you traveled. So it can move you like 1 or 2 pixels at a time. Alright, so we gotta be careful here. But that trick only works going to the right. So you need to be careful, especially in this area, because if you end up breaking these blocks and getting stuck underneath them, you could end up soft-locking yourself, potentially. So the reason I'm coming up here is because there's another E-Tank location right here, and there's the Morphing Ball. Got him. Alright. So that's good. We don't have to worry about that soft locking anymore. So now we're just going to continue on, grab some more items. Ooh, high jump boots. That's a really great item to get this early on. Oh, you know what? I actually made a mistake. There's a major item that I forgot to check. So let's see what this is. A knee tank. Alright. So, a couple of the other changes that I should mention. So I started to talk about this, how the normal amount of items of missiles, supers, and power bombs are changed, actually. The way they're changed in that they are placed by the logic in a 3 to 2 to 1 ratio, missiles, supers, power bombs. So statistically, for every 3 missiles, you will find 2 supers and 1 power bomb, basically. But, you know, it can heavily favor some, you know, because it's just a ratio, it's random. So it's entirely possible that you could get some really highly skewed amounts of supers, for example, which actually, in this randomizer, isn't the worst thing in the world, because if you end up not getting charge beam for a while, it could be, you could end up just doing a chargeless seed, and, oops, I wanted to kill him, because I need some missiles. So I'm hoping to find power bombs in here. There's like 4 different items that could give me power bombs. That's not one. Alright, let's get some missiles. Alright, supers, those are nice. Now, if I don't get power bombs or bombs in this next room, there's actually a fancy little trick that I can do to get the item at the back. Here, normally you would need bombs of some kind. Alright, so I don't... Oh, there are power bombs. Well, I'll do it anyway, because it's pretty cool. So there's another set of blocks here that you'd need to break, but what you can do is jump and angle down so it force stands you inside this thing. You turn and jump at the same time, and you screw attack into the blocks and break them. But with power bombs or bombs, you can just blow them up normally. But here's another energy tank. I am going to grab these missiles. Now, I did a quick drop here. Now, if you don't have morph and you get stuck down here, you're soft locked. But if you quick drop like that, you can jump right back out and you can grab that item, whatever it is, without soft locking. It's kind of risky, so I'd recommend if you haven't really practiced it, save first for sure. And especially this early on without bombs, power bombs are a really hot commodity. So I want to be getting as many as I can. Along with a decent amount of other ammo as well, just so I can not have to worry about not finding ice or charge beam. But finding ice is nice. That's going to make things a lot easier in Meridia. I'm not going to have to do stupid things to get through. Nice with ice, exactly. Alright, not finding as many supers as I would like this early on. But that's okay. So another couple changes, I keep like doing things and wanting to explain them, and then I should really be talking about all of the changes of this item randomizer. So there was a couple of other changes that were made to remove some soft locks. There's an orange door at the top of Red Brinstar, or at the top of Red Tower, that has been changed so that you can go up there without power bombs and not be soft locked if you don't get power bombs in there. But another interesting change, though, is that gravity now no longer protects you from environmental damage. So that means, like, spikes, lava, and the most notable, heat. So in the vanilla game, Gravity Suit has all of the effects... Oops, I forgot you don't need to do that. All of the effects of Varia, plus an extra 25% damage reduction, and the ability to move around in water freely. But you're actually still damaged by heat damage with only gravity. And spikes and stuff still do the normal amount of damage. So you do need to be careful if you only find gravity and you have not gotten Varia yet. What's up in No Rush? Thank you. Oops, canceled a little early there. Want to grab those extra power bombs because, again, power bombs are really important this early on. Without bombs. Ooh, Spring Ball! Alright, what an item. So, there's a couple of different... There's two different choices you can make at this point. You can either go up Red Tower and go to the wreck ship, or you can go down. And my philosophy is wreck ship first is typically always going to be your best option. The only time when I would consider not going up to wreck ship first is if you don't have speed booster, which means you can't check the reserve tank. Well, you can check it, but you can't acquire it without speed booster. So since I do have speed booster, and it's very, very likely that you get it so early on, I am going to go to wreck ship first. And hopefully we'll find Varia there. Now, it is possible that Gravity, or Varia for that matter... I'm actually going to try something cool. Let's see if I can do this. Ah, nope. My goal was to shoot the missile up and then have it break the block and ice spark all the way up to the top. I was saying something. I don't remember what it was now. Alright, that's good. More power bombs. So hopefully I'm gonna find... Oh, that's right. Gravity or Varia can be in Meridia, so there could be like a suitless Meridia required seed that I would need to do, which would be interesting. If I don't end up finding Gravity, I might just do it anyway. At this point, if I found Grapple, suitless Meridia would be really, really easy. Doing it without Grapple is possible. At this point with what I have, but it would be pretty hard. So the reason why I'm getting these items still is I'm still looking for power bombs. I know there's going to be no major items in any of these locations because they're not a E-Tank reserve or major item location in the first place. But it's still good to get them, especially this early. I'm really mostly looking for super missiles right now. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. Oops. That's a powerbomb. Alright. That's another powerbomb. Probably a good thing that I didn't do full ocean fly there because I don't have a whole lot of health. So getting that extra power bomb pack there was actually really convenient because you do need quite a few power bombs in the wreck ship, especially if you don't have bombs. So, okay, I'm actually gonna skip that. Get out of here. Alright, boss number 1. Good ol' Buddy Fantoon. Oops. That was not good. Okay. I messed up, dude. I choked the fast. I choked it away. I let go of jump for some reason. But Daniel Collin called it though. Alright. I can blame it on having high jump, because I'm not used to doing this fight and doing the air Dopplers with high jump, so I'll just blame it on high jump. That's a lot of power bombs, dude. Fine by me. So here's another one of the changes coming up that they made. There is one exception to the major items being randomized within E-tanks and other major items rule. And it is this super missile pack here has been switched with the high jump energy tank location. So the high jump energy tank location will show up as a regular minor item, and this one will show up as an E-tank or major. And it is an E-tank. So that's why I'm checking this. Now, the wreck ship has 3 more remaining locations. You've got gravity, reserve, and then the normal wreck ship E-tank. So we're going to go check the normal wreck ship E-tank right now. Come on. Oh my goodness. Fancy little bomb jump. Oh, I don't have bombs. Okay. You know what? Let's go for it. We're going for the YOLO jump. Are you ready? With speed and high jump, this jump is really YOLO. Frickin', okay. The jump is really tight to do with high jump and speed. We'll try it one more time, just because I'm going for entertainment value here. There we go. Nice. Normally, there's a bomb jump that's super free to get across there. But with speed and high jump, you just, like, don't... that jump is very, very tight. You need, like, the full running distance of that platform and jump at the very last second. But as you can see, failing it loses you a ton of time. So I'd like to take this time to remind you that the donation incentive for Save Kill Animals is open and has been for the entirety of the marathon so far, and will remain as such. You know what? Let me just screw attack these guys. Until the end of the 100% run. Whatever is in the lead killer save, by the time I get to Mother Brain in this run, I'll just do whatever that is. And then at the end of the 100% run, it'll be closed. Alright, Spazer. So Spazer, not really worth my time, to be completely honest. So I think I'm gonna end up skipping it. That is a frame-perfect super shot. So shout-outs to that. Oh, I have Spring Ball. Nice. All right. So how's everybody doing tonight? How has everyone been enjoying the marathon so far? I hope it's been awesome. Shoutouts to everybody who's been watching and donating, supporting the stream, supporting your streamers, our wonderful European runners to get to SGDQ. Oh, I don't want to go that way. Grappling beam. Alright. So now this is the point when all of you in chat are supposed to be like, oh man, let's hope Anaconda, oh man, let's hope Anaconda doesn't get gravity, so he's got to do Suitless Meridia. So go ahead and hope for that, because it's kind of cool. So there's one more major item I'm going to check on my way down Red Tower, and that is X-Ray. The plan from there is to go to Kraid, get his 2 items, and then go into Norfair. Oh, man. That's actually not the greatest thing to have happened to me just now. Doesn't matter, because we've got an E-Tank. We've got our health refilled. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Good morning, Liam. Well, that's right, it's in the AM for you, a normal AM, I guess, for the Europeans. Farm up on some power bombs. It is just about to hit 12 o'clock in the morning for me. Oh, that's right. We've got Spazer to check right here, too. And And unfortunately, without bombs, we have to use power bombs to break these blocks, and then it breaks this one too. And we have to just... I suppose I technically could jump over that with Spring Ball. I don't really want to risk it, though. Okay, reserve. So now we're going to Kraid. Let's see if I can do a fancy little mock ball strat here. Ah, I shot too high. I was gonna shoot the bottom block out, mock ball, and then spring ball across the gap. Didn't quite work out in my favor. I want those. So Kraid's got two potential items here. He's got the Varia location and then the Kraid E-Tank location. So I'm going to get both of those and then go down into Norfair and check all of those. Now what's nice is I am going to be needing to do Hell Run so I don't get Varia here. But it is possible for Varia's suit to be in Norfair, not in Lower Norfair, but it's possible for Varia to be anywhere in Norfair or Meridia. So if I don't find Varia in anywhere in Norfair, I am going to need to go into Meridia and find it. Oh, alright. Well, that threw me off with high jump. It's okay, though. Yeah, Osh. Same. Shoutouts to... Open up! Thank you. Shoutouts to the Pacific time zone. Hey! Vanilla Varia! Got him. So something you might have noticed there is I didn't actually get the suit acquisition fanfare thing where Samus stands in the middle of the screen and then the... Like, she gets the colors around, like the orange color around her and then... Like, the screen lights up and whatever. Because the game actually... You don't notice because you're already in the center of the screen. But when you get suits, the game forces you to... forces you to the center of the screen. Now, ooh, that's an item right there. Now, when the game forces you to the center of the screen, depending on the location of a suit, Varia or Gravity, it could actually put you out of bounds into a wall, and then you would be stuck. You could potentially get out in some situations if you have, like, X-Ray, and you could X-Ray climb out. But that little extra fanfare was removed for that reason. Now, at this point, the only two items I'm really looking to find, excuse me, are Gravity and Charge. Now, I don't need either of them to complete the game. I could complete the game as I am right now, with the exception of needing more ammo. However, I don't really want that to be the case. Okay, so Gravity now. So I'm pretty much good to go. I just need Charge. So unfortunately for all of you, this is a pretty... boring seed. I didn't get to do anything fun. If you want, though, I could just take off Varia, or take off Gravity for Meridia and just do it suitless anyway. Reset and make a new seed. I mean, there's no guarantee that that one would be good either. No, you know what? I'll grab it. I still don't have charge. If there's ammo in my way, I really should be grabbing it just so that I'm less screwed if, come the end, I am still lacking charge beam. So at this point, because I have everything I need other than charge, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip out of the way major item locations. So that means, like, I'm not going to go down to Croc. I'm not going to go to, like, Spring Ball. I'm not going to do Screw Attack. So again, grabbing this ammo since it's right here, I'm going to continue to do so until I know that I have enough to beat Mother Brain. Oh, I have Space Jump, so... There we go. More supers, the better. So I keep talking about, like, having enough ammo to kill Mother Brain. So what that means is, without Charge Beam, you can't do damage to Mother Brain. Her second form. You can't do damage with Charge Beam to Mother Brain 1 when she's in the glass tube. So you need ammo for that. But then you also need 18,000 damage worth of ammunition for round 2. When she's in the, I'm just actually going to farm up a little bit here, see what my ammo's looking like right now. When she's in her glass tube, it takes 6 projectiles, regardless of what they are, to break a hole in the tube. After those 6, she has 3,000 health. And then Mother Brain 2 has... Ooh, I do not have a lot of supers. Mother Brain 2 has 18,000. So it's a total of 21,000 plus an additional 6 projectiles. So basically 60 supers is enough to kill Mother Brain 2 on their own. 60 and supers do 300 damage each, so 60 times 300 is going to be 18,000, and that's what you need. This is not what I want to be seeing. So there's that, and so if you get 60 supers and then you get like 36 missiles, or 40 because you're gonna get either 35 or 40, then that would be enough to kill Mother Brain. Now what you could do is, if you really wanted to squeeze all the possible, like, least amount of stuff to grab, what you can do is you could get even 30 missiles, and what you can do is you can completely break the glass. Let me just try this trick real quick. Nope. You can completely break, you can destroy all the Zebatites, and then break the glass, and then go back and refill your missiles to 30. And the glass and the Zebatites remain dead after you leave the room. So then you would only need 30 instead of 30 missiles plus 6 projectiles for the glass. So in that case, you could get away with 30 and 60. But I don't really want to risk that. Right now, I'm at like 40 supers, which is pretty good. 40 and 55 is actually really nice. The tank, okay, well, I should clarify that. The tank stays broken only if you destroy it completely. So it won't remain partially broken. It'll only remain broken if you've completely eliminated the entire tube. Now, I don't have charge for Ridley, and that's fine, because Ridley takes double damage from supers. He has the same amount of health as Motherbrain does, 18,000, but he takes double damage from supers, so he only requires 30 supers to die. I've got plenty. You know what? No, I'm gonna grab these. I don't think I'm gonna grab any more missile packs though. 60 and 40 right now is pretty good. It's obviously not what I need. Nice double K go there. When you morph right as you would hit a platform. That's not what I wanted to do. What was I saying? When you morph right as you hit a platform, a movable platform, then you can actually clip through it, called a K-go. You can do it with, like, enemies as well. Alright, so no charge, so we're looking for 30 supers. That's 6 already. Halfway done. Dead. Very, very fast fight. Supers are the highest form of damage that you can, damage output that you can do on Ridley. Or DPS. So like in the 100% speedrun, if you have supers, you want to use at least some of them, because it's going to be faster than your charge shots. Oops. Which I typically don't do because I like to have... I don't really have usually very many super missiles by the time I'm fighting Ridley. And you don't get... You get like one extra... You get one more super pack after Ridley in the speedrun. So you barely get any more super refills, and there's no farming at that point, so... I like to save my supers for Turian and... Oh, well that's unfortunate that that deboost was lame. But normally you want to deboost and then you just short charge like this. So I'm gonna check this next item here. Another E-tank. Yep. That's all it is. Another E-tank. So there's only a handful more major items that are actually going to be in my path. There's going to be the Batoon energy tank, and there's going to be space jump. Those are like the only two that remain. I really should be picking up this stuff. If with those 2 items left to check, I'm gonna need all the ammo that I can get. That's really good. If I get one more super pack, I think I'm good on ammo. I believe. What's up, Jen Love? How you doing? Alright, so we're going to Meridia. There's, like I said, the two. What I can do, you know what? Let's check. We'll check Mama Turtle since I don't have, or since I do have a suit. So I'll check 3 more major item locations. If we don't find charge, we're gonna continue without it, and I should be okay at this point. And what I'm gonna do is actually get this item. Supers? Ah, missiles. Again, reminder, the save and kill animal donation is open for this run and my next run, the 100% run as well. So make sure to get those donations in if you feel strongly, one way or the other, about whether or not the animal should be saved. X-ray. Doesn't do me any good without charge ream. Found another pack of supers. So I should be, if I remember my totals correctly, I should have enough ammo to kill Mother Brain at this point. What I can do, what I'm gonna do is I'll save at the ship. And what I'll do actually is I'll just get these last 2 items here. Missile pack. Yeah. Shooting up high into the sky really fast and just bombarding with explosive payloads. Alright, so we need to be careful here because we do not have charge beam, so we can soft lock on this boss, but we shouldn't be a problem. Alright, we still one-rounded him even, with just supers, so that's good. So let's see what this item is. An E-tank. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna grab that just for the health refill, so I can spark Dragon. What? Alright. Well, I was supposed to get my short charge. There we go. Alright. That wasn't supposed to happen. Is that a good cod grunt? Ah. Dude. I messed it up! I was trying to get a double frame perfect trick, the spark suit. Wave. Alright, so we're doing chargeless, folks. Let me try this one more time. I missed. Holy crap. Let's try this one more time. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, come on! Whatever. Not gonna get to show off everything, I suppose. We'll get more chances in the 100% run. A lot more chances in the 100% run, and we'll see if I can get it then. So, I'm gonna refill at the ship. Actually, I want to try a really cool short charge here. Let's try it one more time. Nope. What you can do is you can actually mock ball, get the short charge, and then mock ball through those speed blocks. It's very tight, but it's really cool looking. And fast, too. Anyway. Get up there, please. So we're looking like we're gonna come in under an hour. Which is pretty good for an item randomizer. If you're looking for that save kill donation incentive, the time limit on that's coming up. As soon as Mother Brain is completely dead, her third phase is dead, we're gonna call time on that. And for this run, the incentive will continue on through my next run. Okay, 50. I would need minus 30, so that would be another 50. 3,000. Okay, so I'm like 20 missiles extra. Which is nice, provides me a little bit of buffer. One last little change the developers made. This Gold 4 statue is already gone if you got all the bosses dead. Developers mainly being Total. Fuzda, as well, as you see in chat, has done quite a bit of work on this item randomizer. Nice Metroid room 1. Nice room 2. This is the hard one. This room is really hard to do fast. If you do it fast, though, it looks sweet. Oh my god, I only have 42. Oh, wait. Did I just... Am I need to do some math. Okay. 42 times 1260. I'm RIP? Oh my god. By how much? Minus 12, 6. It's 54. Oh my god, by like 400. Why did I do that? Oh my god! I think I just solidified my... I don't think we're actually going to be able to... I don't think we can actually finish this now. Actually... I'm pretty sure we're actually not able to do this. I'll do what I can. Oh, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure I just am dead either way. I don't have enough ammo to kill her. And I didn't save at the ship. Should have got an X-ray. What, to leave? I don't know how to get out of here with X-ray. Actually. Alright, so we'll do what I can. I'm pretty sure this is not enough. I'm like almost positive it's not enough. It's gonna be 50 plus 41. Yeah, I'm gonna be short, like... Kill the animals it is, yep. Alright. Oh my god! Dude! Holy onion rings! Wow! Yeah. Well, unfortunately... Unfortunately, that happened, but that's okay. So now, we'll get to do 100% run. What you all came for. Alright, let's go ahead and get this rolling. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait a minute. Alright, now we're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright. Now this is 100% item completion. I mean, it's a good category. Arguably the best one out there for speedrunning Super Metroid. For those of you who don't know, this category was the one ran at AGDQ last AGDQ 2017. As a race between Behemoth, Zost, Ivan, and myself. Oh my. Oh my. Not the best series escape. Alright, we've got $11.28 for save and $52 to kill. That's what I like to see so far. Remember, the bid war is open until Mother Brain 3 is dead. At which point that bid war will close, and we will determine whether or not the animals will be saved or killed. Oh my. Oh, wait. Oh god. Item randomizer's messing with me. And to answer your question from earlier, Daniel Collin, power bombs will not help on Mother Brain. They don't do damage to her. The only way power bombs would help during the Mother Brain cutscene or Mother Brain fight was be if you had charge and you did like the special beam attacks that consume a power bomb when you use them. Oh man, I am like just not on top of it right now. He says as he has like one of the best climbs he's ever had in his life. Ah, jinx, jinx, jinx. Easiest climb I've had in my life, dude. Not the easiest parlor. So unfortunately, all of the missile drops were really grouped together, and it was really difficult for me to pick up only a few of them, such that I would have had one drop left remaining. Gosh, I'm being redundant now too. One drop remaining so that I could grab it and not have to shoot Bomb Treezo there and kill him in one round. But sometimes just the RNG just isn't in your favor. So what's really cool, for those of you who don't necessarily follow Super Metroid speedrunning too much, is the route has changed in the last year back to what it used to be about like 5-ish years ago, where we actually skip going to Crocomire until right before we go to Lower Norfair towards the, or after we leave Lower Norfair at the end of the game. The consequences of that are a faster route, however, needing to do some difficult tricks to make that route actually possible, and to actually make it save time as well. Namely the ice clip to spring ball, which you will see me do. Because you do not have grapple, you could not get to spring ball the conventional way by breaking the crumble grapple block, making it up the pants room, as we have named it, as it looks like pants on the minimap. And going all the way up and around and getting to spring ball normally. You have to actually freeze an enemy at a specific height, such that when you land on it, you can actually clip up through a one-tile ceiling. That'll be about 42, 43-ish minutes into the run, provided things go not atrociously. Wow, okay, that was like the tightest mock ball that I've ever seen. So what you're going to notice is I'm actually going to skip some items. There's a missile pack over to my left, and then there's another missile pack visible right there, and you're thinking to yourself, Wildanaconda 69, what are you doing? This is a 100% run. Why are you not picking that item up? Why are you failing all your wall jumps? To which I would respond, well, sooner is not necessarily better than later in speedrunning. The reason why we picked that item up, later is because it's actually just slightly faster to do so. Because you can actually collect it while you're sitting there waiting for a power on to explode later on. So you're not actually losing any time from the backtracking to go, even though you wouldn't really consider it backtracking because you're just walking like a few tiles to the left and then back to the right. But you can eliminate that little tiny bit of backtracking, tiny bit, by collecting it while you're waiting for a power bomb to explode. And that's why we grab it later. Very tiny optimizations. Alright, not sub 930 Spazer. That's okay. Not a bad run by any means. Yeah, not quite, DJ. So when approaching doors and going through doors, you might see me do some movement that you might think is kind of weird or awkward. And the reason for that is I'm correcting door transitions most of the time. So if you notice, when you go through a door, it needs to move itself to the center of the screen on whichever axis it's on. Hang on. It needs to center the screen on whichever axis it's on first before you can actually go through the door. So for these horizontal doors, it's on the y-axis, so it's got to center itself on the y-axis before it can make you progress through the door, and that takes time. The farther from the center the door is, the longer the door transition takes. And it's frames, but frames are frames in speedrunning, and we want to save the frames. So a lot of the time, you can manipulate the camera or Samus in such a way that it fixes the door transition slightly to make it that that vertical travel time of the door less. Minor optimizations. I can point it out the next time I do it. I missed a wall jump. I'm missing wall jumps. Wildanaconda, misser of wall jumps. Oh, I think the next time I'm gonna correct the door transition is gonna be going into the speed booster hallway. That's a really, really awful door transition, and what you want to do is you want to jump as high as you, excuse me, as high as you can through that door, so that you scroll the door down more so it's closer to the center of the screen before it actually initiates the transition. Because the door is so far up on the screen that the entire door isn't actually even shown. That's how bad the transition is. Now this next door that I'm going to go through, I usually jump through it, but you don't want to do that. As you see, it scrolled the door up, which just made the door transition take longer. Oh, that was the incorrect strat. Oh! Alright, that's fine. That could have been really bad. But it's not, so don't worry. Okay, we're fine. So this next door that I go through... Oops. You want to jump up through it so it goes to the center. If you do that room absolutely optimally, the door will like be super high up on the screen, and even when you jump all the way to the top, it won't fully correct itself. You'd have to jump stand there and jump multiple times to get it actually properly aligned. But I didn't do that room completely optimally, so it was already scrolled down in a little bit more than normal. So I am going to farm a little bit here. Typically, I don't spend more than like 1 or 2 farm sessions here, but I'm going to do a little bit more just for marathon safety here. Get full health, full supers. And you're thinking, man, well, you might not be thinking. But if you are thinking, man, Anaconda, this is 100% run, why are you farming? Well, this is actually a pretty precarious part of the speedrun in 100%, where your health and ammo actually does matter quite a bit. Super missiles, not so much, but your health really matters. That wasn't the greatest grunt. Your health really matters to do fast strats. And because I fell there and took 2 extra hits, my health is absolutely awful now. Complete trash. And I'm going to take another hit. Wow, unbelievable. Absolutely cannot comprehend. Fathom. The awfulness that is. Loss of 90 health. So all that extra time farming was completely for naught. So that was Croc. In the route that people have been running for the last couple of years, before it changed, typically you would go down to Crocomire right then, and then before going to the wreck ship. But now we skip Crocomire and we go grab ice now. The reason why we grab ice now is because we're not going to come back down here before we go to Meridia, and we need ice obviously to do the ice clip to get to Springball. So oh no! I shot too early. I missed the tripper. What's up, Power Go? Welcome to the stream. To the marathon, the Speedrun Community Outreach Marathon. Bringing speedrunners from exotic lands to the United States. And by exotic, I mean not from the US, I guess. That was a really good red tower. That was really fast. Oh, that was not quite as fast. Alright. So I essentially have like 0 health right now. It may as well be 0, because I can't do Ocean Fly at this point. I do not have like anywhere near the energy that I would need to be able to do this safely. I'm missing like 60 or 70 energy that I would want, like, you know, safely want to be able to do that trick. Nice power bomb drop. Oh! Oh, that's super, super annoying. That's like the most annoying thing that could possibly happen. So I'm actually going to spark high here, because I want to bonk here, because I'd be, like, down another, like, 30-ish HP if I sparked all the way to the door. And I just want to save health. Because Phantoon can be a little bit tricky health-wise if you're trying to go really fast, and he also gives you fast patterns. With the fast patterns, you're not really able to take care of all of the flames that he drops, because you're focusing on doing the damage to him. So you can end up actually getting hit by Phantoon or his flames or whatever and taking quite a bit of damage for the sake of speed. So I got a fast last run in the item randomizer. Let's see what kind of RNG I get right now. What the heck, dude? Alright. Well, that sucks. My, like, input. I don't know what happened. Oh, I don't have supers. I'm out. That's what the problem is. I didn't actually have any super missiles. I didn't even notice. So that's why he didn't die. That would make sense. Alright. So now that we've solved that problem, and we got, like, infinity super missiles from him, we can continue. Narrowly missing that power bomb. Power bombs are not the most important thing, but they kind of are at this point in the run. If you do the Dopplering strats on Phantoon and you don't X Factor, which uses power bombs, you're typically gonna have enough power bombs to make it through. But power bombs without doing the Doppler strats, power bombs actually can be something that you are desperately needing. That ledge grab there for me is actually deceptively hard, and I managed to get it, which is nice. So here's the bomb jump that I was talking about before. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Unbelievable! So many unbelievable things are happening. Alright, you know what? Pretend like that never happened. I just entered the room. Hey, so here's that bomb jump I was talking about. See, look at that. Easy every time. Super free, dude. Super free. Maybe I would have had better luck doing the jump like I did. Look at that. I'm 1 for 2 on successes and attempts on both the bomb jump and the jump with high jump and speed across there in the last 2 runs. That means that the jump with high jump and speed is like just as consistent, right? Are you kidding me? What am I doing? Oh god, this is not good. Oh, please don't do this. Okay. Oh. This is going poorly, to put it simply. But we made it through the robots, so it's all good. The estimated time for this category is approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes. And judging on how I'm playing right now, we're probably going to come in around that exact time. So. Good. Good job. Good jorb. Oh, looks like we got some donations for Save coming in. Save is now making a comeback. Oh, dear. Up at $33.28 from $11.28. We got like 22 more dollars on there to the 52 for kill. Again, we've got that classic save kill donation incentive. If you want to see those animals live or die, that is in your hands. I completely 100% absolutely messed that up. The whole point of what I was just doing there was to hit the walking robots underneath the floor with charge shots so that they back up into the holes that they're supposed to fall into, saving you like a lot of time over having to wait for the robots to back up themselves. And I completely screwed it up, so we're gonna have to shoot the robots. But either way, we're also gonna have to refill the ship, because did what originate from GDQ? Things don't originate from marathons, typically. It was a strat done in a TAS that was then adapted for RTA purposes. Oh, the killer save incentive, yeah, as far as I'm aware, originated from Games Done Quick. My bad, I did not understand what you were referring to. Well, unfortunately, I am not from Europe nor South America, so this marathon is not funding me to go to the event, as well as it's already too late for me to register and go to the event, as well as I did not even submit anything to the event. So unfortunately, I do have to refill the ship because I do not have anywhere near enough health that I am wanting, but that's okay. I mean, it's not a matter of me not being able to go. Well, obviously SGDQ over camping. Like, please. Is that even a question? Right, but the nature will always be there. GDQ only comes twice a year. Potentially once a year to a place that's feasible for you to actually go to it. So one little nifty trick I'm gonna do here is I'm going to go down the pause and then go down the elevator. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm doing. And so normally when you go down an elevator, I do know what I'm doing. I don't know why I said that, but when you go down an elevator, Samus actually passes through the transition blocks that take her to the next part of the game where the elevator normally takes her down. And she goes completely off screen before you actually activate the transition blocks. But if you're going down an elevator during an unpause animation, like a fade in, as soon as you hit those transition blocks, you actually activate them. So it saves about like 40, I think 40 frames, something like that. This is going just about as well as expected. Ooh, well. Was supposed to do a short charge there, so this is actually a cool trick. Okay, hang on. This is actually a cool trick called Mission Impossible. You quick drop through those crumble blocks there, and you just hold right and jump. And then wall jump when you're in the middle of those blocks, and you jump right back out. Get a short charge here, and kill those guys. And that's faster than going through, down and around underneath where the power bombs were in that room. Oops. Wanted to get a damage boost off of him. And that's what I was talking about. You have to wait for that power bomb to explode anyway. So you grab the missiles while you're waiting for it to explode. You lay that power bomb there to blow up the, or to open the power bomb door at the top of the room, which is preemptive for when we come back through here at the end of the game, doing the final cleanup. Nice. Good strat. Screwed that up. Alright, we gotta... Sorry, I'm like spacing out. It is 1 in the morning. I'm trying to be on top of my game and being talkative, entertaining at the same time. And it's kind of hard, but doing it for you guys. Doing it for my homies in Europe and South America, getting on SGDQ. Alright, this is like the last major amount of super missiles that we're going to get for the rest of the run. So pretty much what we get here is what we get, is what we're stuck with. We're going to use a few on Batoon, a few on Dragon. And then after that... Wow. That was annoying. A few on Batoon, a few on Dragon, and then just opening up a bunch of doors. Oops. Come on now. Enough silly mistakes. Let's bring out the big guns. I'm gonna roll back and forth, and then roll off, turn back and forth one more time, and that actually prevents the snail on the walking on the bottom floor of the floor there from from walking on screen, which saves lag time. Not high enough to get the down back. That's okay. After you do the full halfie, if you're high enough, you can actually turn around and down back and then miss the platform with the red door on it, saving you a little bit of time. Good opener. Very nice. Fuck. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Didn't mean to. Alright, well. Whatever. We didn't get the spark suit again. Lost the blue suit in the process. It's a potential loss of 2 seconds. You either, well, I guess it's like a net. From what I remember when it was explained to me, it was blue suit. There's your time save from blue suit, and then if you don't have blue suit and you get Womple Jump, this like I just got, you lose 2 seconds over having blue suit. But then if you get spike suit, you gain 2 seconds over blue suit because you're able to run. So the overall difference between no suit and spike suit and spike suit is 4 seconds. So I'm gonna do some oh, I didn't even get. I was gonna attempt a strat where I break through. I do a blue suit keep, break through those speed blocks that were right below me, which is the potential for soft locking. But I didn't even get the blue suit. So, all right. So I turned on my beams again. Last pause of the game. Preparing for the ice clip. For spring ball, and so there's a pretty consistent method for it. It's about 2 seconds slower than like the fastest method known, but if you fail, you lose a lot of time. So, in my opinion, for a trick like this, you lose like 15 seconds every time you fail it. And so, in my opinion, for a trick like this, it's better to lose 2 seconds and do a more consistent method. There you have it. Now we get to chill with my homie Shack Tool. So basically how that clip works is on a certain, if there's an enemy or a platform or something that's a certain pixel position from a ceiling, a one tile thick ceiling, you can actually, if you can have Samus at that certain height where the game, it's, oh my god, I'm like super not coherent at the moment. The game pushes Samus, okay, I can't, I'm sorry, I can't explain it. It's just not gonna happen. There's a certain height that Samus is at, and that's certain height when you jump, the game gives you, just pushes you through the floor. No, I will never kill Shack Tool on purpose, unless somebody pays me to do it. That's just how it goes. So that's another instance where you want to jump through the door, fix the door transition. So now that we have Spring Ball, we can do all sorts of really fancy tricks. There's supposed to be one right here, but I messed it up. Oh my god. Messed it up. Alright, we're gonna try those blue suit strats again. This time with Spring Ball. Yeah, you got about another 15 minutes. Looks like saving the animals is down by about $59. So make sure to get your money in there if you want to see those animals saved. Otherwise, they're getting fried at this point. Oh, man. I am just missing every trick in the book. Nice. That room can go really poorly. If you get bad RNG from the Skiga hops, or your shots are a little mistimed, you'll end up freezing and bonking into an enemy and just losing all of your speed and just looking like a noob. So that room went well. It also lags a ton, too, when that happens. I think I'm too far forward. No, I'm not. So Norfair's got a couple of pretty cool rooms. Okay, we're restarting that. Okay, we're doing it again. It's got a couple pretty cool rooms. Namely, Mickey Mouse and Franker Z room. Mickey Mouse is coming up pretty soon. Franker Z is going to be after we kill Ridley as we're leaving. I'll point them out. Really cool strat here. I didn't get quite enough speed as I wanted, so I ended up bonking into the front part of that ceiling. Normally, you can get enough speed so that you bonk on the a flat part of it and you continue all the way to the missile. We got Mickey Mouse Room coming up. Right here. Boom. There it is. Welcome to the Mickey Mouse Room. Ooh, I think that was the good jump. It was not. Okay, there's a very, very small frame window for a jump that you can get exiting that room, so you don't have to do an extra space jump to get over the platform, the little 2-tile platform that's there. Oh god, I made a mistake. I did not kill the first guy. That's gonna cause a little bit of extra lag here. A little more than... because you can kill all 3 of those guys. The more you kill, the less lag there is, and they generate a lot of lag, especially between the 2 power bombs. Ah, dang it. If I had landed on that platform instead of hitting the front of it, that would have been a very cool spring ball strat that I would have pulled off. Shout out to my boy Fuzda for having that setup that I used for that spring ball strat. Whoops. Jumped a little bit late. So we're gonna do a cool strat coming up in the next room that I tried to do in the item randomizer, but the D-boost didn't quite work out. We're gonna try it again here. Oops. Oops. Oh. Oh. There we go. So you see how laggy that was? That's what happens when all 3 of these key hunters are alive still. And that happens on both power bombs on the way in if you don't kill them. It saves, it's like 1 second of lag between, or for each power bomb. Something like that. It's a lot of time. Whoa! Okay, I did not know you could actually make it onto that platform with a damage boost. That is something that I learned just now. Might be getting the Hondeezy, or the Hodaruby special, excuse me. Got it. Nicely done, me. Alright, we've got the Franker Z room coming in. Get your Franker Zs ready. Right here. Go ahead and post them Franker Zs in the chat. I was supposed to bounce. I morphed too late there, so I ended up mockballing. One of the occasions where you actually don't want to mockball. Oh dang, get wrecked, Keku. Oops. Alright, so now we go and get to do Croc, and we'll get another shot at the spike suit. Which this one is more important than the one at Dragon to get, because this one saves a lot more time. Oops. So I'm doing this to get behind him, which forces me back on the screen. He's still going to go in and die, but this puts me behind a barrier that spawns, and now I'm able to get some extra attempts at the spark suit. There we go, got it. Alright, so now I am permanently flashing white, basically. So we're going to see if I can't hold this all the way until X-ray. I can't press up or angle up while holding jump at all. So my movement might look kind of weird. And sloppy. But I'm going to try really hard to maintain it so I can show it off for you guys. Interesting. Man, okay, so it looks like we're actually going to be coming in over our estimate. And I apologize for that. Not my greatest performance. There's a backup spike spark you can do in this room if you're like really wanting to do the spike spark. Flash shoot, spark suit, whatever the heck you want to call it. Sorry, folks. I thought I was going to land on the platform earlier. But I pressed jump too soon after landing on the platform, so I activated the spark. But you've only got a little bit of time left to get your donations in for save or kill. That's going to be finishing up in about 7 minutes. Normally I would use the spark right here and spark all the way across this room. Alright, we have one more shot at redemption. The reverse slinky, the hardest trick to pull off RTA. Only ever been done by 2 people in a run before. I'm not one of them, but I'm determined to be one. I've been very, very close a number of times. Let's see if we can get it. Nope. Essentially, the reverse slinkies, you bounce all the way up these stairs in the blue ball form. Saves a bit of time, only a little bit of time, but it's swag. And it's just super ridiculously hard, so... That mock ball down through that door is actually harder than it seems. You can't just mock ball through, you have to mock ball and during a certain point in your mock ball, the game treats part of your horizontal speed as your vertical speed. Oops. And so it pushes you down faster, so you get into the door underneath the top of the door frame. Oh my god. Alright, only 2 items remain for 100%. There's 1 more super missile pack and 1 missile pack. And then that is it. The reason why I use grapple is the grapple beam actually travels faster than your normal beam does, and you can actually get the doors open sooner than you would if you shot the door. I've only ever found 2... Well, I shouldn't say I found. I use it there in that door, and that's the one... I don't think other people do that one. But then there's only one other use for it, really, and that's actually coming out of the grapple beam room. Alright. Alrighty. Get your donations in for Save and Kill. It is approaching the end. As soon as Mother Brain 3's head hits the floor, we're gonna call time on that incentive. Whatever the total is at that point is gonna be what ends up happening. Currently, Kill is leading, last I saw, with $72, I think. So if you want to see that those animals get saved, hurry and get those donations in. Oh my god, no! I didn't have enough speed! Ah. Exactly, Vorp, exactly. Alright, I pressed down before I pressed shoot. That's what happened there. So I bonked into the thing on the ceiling. Well, what a fitting end to this run. We'll call it that. Oh my, please. It's not faster than the down back Zeb skip, but the down back Zeb skip I could never get consistent, and I lost a bunch of runs to it, so I just never did it. It's only like a second slower than the down back Zeb skip, if I remember correctly. It's not much slower. By doing that damage boost strat that I do accidentally. Three, maybe, like in actual like 100% runs. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Please! Oh god! This is bad. Stop! Stop missing all the onion rings. Like, there have been times where I've damage boosted and then got stuck on the ground and couldn't move. And she was just doing like 30 damage every single frame to me. That's it though. That's time for animals. What do we got? Kill wins. Alright. We are killing the animals. Alright, one last chance for swag. Here we go. Alright, let's try again. We're already overestimate, and I feel bad about it. Are you kidding me, dude? Alright, whatever. I could have had that. I could have down grabbed, but oh well. I just down grabbed at the wrong time. Oh man, oh boy. Oh dude, please. Oh my god. What is happening? Tripping at the finish line, more like stumbling, falling, face planting. Time. Oh my goodness. Well, that's that, folks. Oh my god, I need to go to bed. Sorry I went over estimate and that it was not the... This was not a great run. Not a great run. But hopefully it was enjoyable. I'm like about to fall over and sleep. But I hope you all enjoyed it. Coming up next, we've got Undertale. There are still, other than the fact that you should just donate to bring awesome runners to SGDQ from Europe and South America, there are more reasons to donate to this marathon. You are able to name the file name, choose the file name for Undertale, up to 6 characters. There's a bug in here. Up to 6 characters. So if you want to snipe that, get on that right away. But that is coming up right now, or in the next couple of minutes. So stick around. There are just 2 more runs remaining in the marathon. We've got Undertale right now, and then Lester the Unlikely. If the total donation target is met, which I don't think it will, but you know what? It might happen anyway. Who knows? Who am I to say? That's up to you, the viewers. But thanks so much for watching my run. Been supporting me and supporting all of the runners who will benefit from the proceeds of this marathon. If you liked what you saw, which I hope you did, I can guarantee you this is not a typical display of what you would see on my stream. Make sure to follow me. If you don't, I won't know, and I'll be none the wiser, so don't worry about it. Yes, Lester the Unlikely is absolutely something you want to donate for and get. That's a hilarious game. And by hilarious, I mean you'll just have to see. Weren't enough circles, dude. We could get some circles going right now. Although I'll probably be missing a lot of them. Alright, here comes Dear Force. Let's get this nasty thing off the screen here in a second.